Hi kids. Welcome back to our Catechism for Kids series. It's me again, Joseph, your host. On August 23rd, the church celebrates Saint Philip Benizi, a priest who is famous for his incredible humility. Philip Benizi, sometimes Saint Philip Benizi, and in Italian Filippo Benizi, was a general superior of the Order of the Servites, and credited with reviving the order. Philip Benizi was born on August 15, 1233, in the Florentine district of Oltrarno of the noble family of Benizi. Of his childhood, but little is known. He entered the Order of the Servites as a lay brother and was sent to a convent 3 leagues from Florence, where he displayed the utmost diligence. He would retire into a cavern near the church to meditate. 2 Dominicans who chanced to visit him were so struck by his piety that they insisted he become a priest. When he was elected the General Superior on June 5, 1267, the order, which had long been the object of attack from enemies, entered into the crisis of its existence. The Second Council of Lyons in 1274 put into execution the ordinance of the Fourth Lateran Council, forbidding the foundation of new religious orders, and absolutely suppressing all mendicant institutions not yet approved by the Holy See. In 1276, Pope Innocent V, in a letter addressed to Philip, declared the order suppressed. Philip then proceeded to Rome, but before his arrival there, Innocent V had died. The city of Forlì was part of the Papal States, and in 1283, the site of strong anti-papal sentiment was placed under interdict. Pope Martin IV asked Philip to go to Forlì and try to reconcile the divided city. According to a certain 16th century legend regarding Benizi, he encountered an 18-year-old Peregrine Lazios, son of a Ghibelline leader, who was among those abusive towards Philip. However, Philip's meeting with the initially antagonistic youth-inspired Peregrine to later join the Servites. Known for his ascetic devotions in 1726, Peregrine himself being canonized by Pope Benedict XIII. Other chroniclers of Peregrine do not recount this meeting with Philip. Philip died on August 22, 1285. During the octave of the Assumption at Todi, where he is buried in the church of Saint Philip Benizi, in the cloister of Santa Maria of the Servites in Vicenza, took place his miracles in 1319. The Church of the Servites of Mary in Todi, Umbria, contains the body of Philip Benizi, whose statue is the work of Bernini. St. Philip's feast day is celebrated on August 23rd. He and Santa Maria Dolorata are the titular co-patrons of the minor basilica of Monte Senario in Vaglia, the metropolitan city of Florence, in the Diocese of Florence, since 1917. There are Catholic churches named for Saint Philip Benizi in Black Canyon City, Arizona, Fullerton, California, Belglade, Florida, Jonesboro, Georgia, Chicago, Illinois, Grafton, Massachusetts, Viburnum, Missouri, Darby, Montana, Cresswell, Oregon City, Oregon, Moncks Corner, South Carolina, Poteet, Texas, Ford, Washington, Trapper Creek, Alaska, and Cedar Edge, Colorado. 5 scenes from his life were painted in the early 16th century by the Florentine. Andrea del Sardo, his charity to a leper, the smiting of the blasphemers, the cure of the woman possessed with a devil, the resurrection of a child before the bier of the saint, and the veneration of his relics. These appear in the atrium of the Servite Church of the SS Annunziata, Florence. There is a statue of him on the Charles Bridge in Prague, Czech Republic. Designed in 1714, this statue was made from Salzburg marble and donated by the Servites convent in Prague. The statue portrays him holding a cross, a book, and a spray. By his legs there is the crown of the Pope. A clay model of this statue can be found in the Salzburg Museum. There is also a chapel dedicated to him in the church of San Marcello al Corso in Rome, and a statue dedicated to him at the National Sanctuary of Our Sorrowful Mother, popularly known as the Grotto, in Portland, Oregon, Slovakia, where name days are commonly celebrated. The name day for Philip falls on August 23rd, his feast day. So today, the Church honors Saint Philip Benizi as a model of holiness. He reminds us that true greatness doesn't come from power or titles, but from serving God with a humble heart. Now, before we go, don't forget to pause and reflect on today's quote. Whoever humbles himself will be exalted. These words are from Jesus Christ himself. When we humble ourselves before God, he will lift us up. But when we think we are better than other people, he will humble us. And that's all for today's episode, kids. I hope you learned more about Saint Philip Benizi and his incredible humility. Stay humble, my friends, and remember, God loves you very much.